guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully, guys are all doing well, and welcome also to True Guna. Obviously, you can see him to the side of me. Big up to everyone. We are here for the clash tomorrow, which is Arsenal versus Bayern Munich in the Women's Champions League. Obviously, this is going to be the preview. Again, I'm here with Josh. Obviously, Josh is an Arsenal fan. I'm a Bayern fan. And we're actually going to the game, which is going to be kind of crazy. I'm getting hella nervous. I get nervous before everything I do. Yeah, man, it's going to be nuts. Yeah, I feel like I'm taking over the show. Josh, welcome into the preview, like our preview. And how you doing, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to this, man. Of course, as you rightly said, we both be at the game tomorrow, guys. Firstly, big up to everyone from both channels as well. Thanks everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys hitting the likes on both of us. Anyone new watching, make sure you guys are both subscribing on, both our channels. Do all that stuff. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I thought that's gonna be a really good game. Of course, we're gonna get more detail and more depth from, I kind of just don't want it to be what happened last time, Liam, man. You guys dunked on us as usual. Like I'm used to it as an Arsenal fan. We even the women's, we're getting dunked on 5 goals again, bro. So yeah, listen, I kind of like, I'm sure we're gonna talk more about that as well. But yeah, honestly, it's gonna be a really good game. I'm buzzing for it. I'm looking forward to it, and bring it on, man.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. I'm looking forward to it. Other than being nervous, it's just bragging rights. If people don't understand it, then this is bragging rights. And actually, something I didn't put into my preview, which I'll show you when we get onto that part, is if we actually look at the table. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I will say it for you guys. So if we go Bayern women, like so, and then we go over here. So if you don't know, basically the way the table is working right now, we have played all of our games but one. Juventus cannot do anything. They're only on 3 points. The other team, Velarenga, or how you say it, is on 1 point. So they can't do anything. Bayern Munich are currently sitting top, 5 matches played, 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, with 15 goals for, only 3 against, on 13 points. Then Arsenal women's team, 5 games played, obviously, 4 wins, 0 draws, but they do have the 1 loss, which is obviously to Bayern Munich earlier in, obviously in Munich, earlier in the season. But Arsenal have 14 goals for, 7 against, and they're on 12 points. So there is only 1 point in this. So Bayern Munich don't necessarily need to win tomorrow. A draw will make us top the group. And for anyone that doesn't know, we desperately need to top this group because there's other teams, obviously, in this Champions League, the likes of Real Madrid, Man City. The Man City team's good, by the way. Lyon, Chelsea. We don't want to get, as in me and Josh, to be fair, you don't want to get second place. Because if you get second place in these groups, it's not going to be good. You're going to be going up against like a hard opponent. And, obviously, we're both passionate about our team. So we want to win this. Likelihood is we're probably not going to win this, considering Lyon are insane and so on. But we'll see when we get to it. But yeah, again, smash the likes if you haven't here on the Bayern View. Obviously, for Josh's channel, do it as well. And obviously hit the subscribe button on both channels. And also, for you guys, there will be matchday vlogs tomorrow as well. They probably won't come out tomorrow, likelihood. Well, I know mine won't because I'm going to be hella tired. But yeah, they will come out obviously in the next couple of days or so. But yeah, preview-wise, this is a massive game. Like I said, Bayern need a draw. Obviously, a win is perfect to put us on 16. If Bayern get a draw, it put us on 14. And then Arsenal obviously can't draw and they can't lose, obviously, and they have to win. So, yeah, it just makes it more tense and more exciting, to be perfectly honest with you. But before we get into like the preview and so on, what obviously don't see your score. What do you think? Like, what are your feelings right now about the game, mate?
Well, I kind of look at it this way. Like, it's kind of a bit of a blessing that there's a lot to play for between both of us. If you look at it, I think that's one good way you look at it because, I mean, if this game was like, we've already gone through and, you've already topped the group or we already topped the group, it kind of be a bit, dead rubber sort of thing with it. But now there's a lot on it because, as you rightly said, like, it's literally whoever wins this game will finish first place. I mean, I actually, if you guys draw, that's all you need really is a point, and then you also get top place. But you obviously can't lose this game, because if you lose, we go above you, and you drop down to second, and that will be a big thing, guys. As Liam rightly said, you look at some of the teams that you could be facing if you do fall down to second place. And I get what people say, but you got to beat the best to win the whole thing, and I do hear that, but you might as well get some favourable ties in the quarterfinals and semi-finals, and then wait to the final and play the big boys, because obviously quarterfinals is 2 legs. You got to play them home and away. Imagine guys like Barcelona, with all their Ballon d'Or winners and all this, Imagine going to obviously Lyon Lyon are cooking. You know what I'm saying? Even like Wolfsburg, they're doing well as well. So yeah, it's gonna come down to the wire, and that's what makes it exciting about it. There's a lot to play for this game as well. So like as I said, it's not like a dead rubber, but going into it, feeling wise, I'm feeling really confident. I know we'll talk more about what we've been doing this season with our new manager, the temporary manager in Rene. But the way I've been playing recently, honestly, we've been playing some really good football, and I'm very confident that we can get at least something at the Emirates. I wish it was at Meadow Park, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm feeling reasonably confident, man.
Yeah, no, 100. I know that obviously Josh is here, and obviously a lot of you guys are coming from Josh's channel and watching on Josh's channel. You might not like this, but I do have to say screw Arsenal. Just for one thing, before anyone dislikes or anything. Generally, because this game should have been at the Emirates, and it deserves to be at the Emirates as well, by the way, with it being bragging rights. But obviously the men's team comes first. We understand that. Obviously Josh has already done his preview for that. I seen him live earlier. So yeah, obviously that's got to come first. I get it, but this would be perfect at that stadium, to be honest. So anyway, it is what it is. We'll get on to that point. But yeah, man, I'm nervous. I'm always nervous before games, especially when I go to games. So when I went to the Spurs game, even though it was pre-season, I was nervous. Both Man City and Manchester United Champions League games, that's just me. But as a whole, if I'm actually going off of form wise, yeah, we're doing quite good at this moment in time as well. We won when we first spoke about going to the game. We weren't actually in the best form, but now we seem to be in really good form, which is obviously a good thing. So yeah, it should be a really good clash tomorrow, and hopefully it's a good game for me and you to watch. Yeah, hopefully Josh doesn't get any more black eyes because he's sitting in the away end with me. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, most definitely. Do you want to obviously I haven't put anything to do with your manager into the preview that we're going to talk about. Yeah. Do you want to quickly just talk about your new manager? Because obviously before, when Bayern beat you 5-2, hardest settings, no did he? 100%. Your manager got sacked, and you wanted him out at that point, didn't you? And now you've kind of gone on some sort of bounce, would you say?
Yeah, 100%, man. Honestly, okay, we'll start with how you said, with Jonas, right? Think of it this way: if you guys want to compare men's football to this year, Jonas was like Unai Emery was at Arsenal in terms of Emery's ends. That was like similar to Jonas, like. There was even our fans got to the stage where they're spray painting his face and putting "get out of the club," on like outside the Emirates and everything. So everyone was turning against. I didn't know. What I saw of is majority of Arsenal fans wanted Jonas sacked. It was his time to go, and just the way we started the season was pathetic. The performances were absolutely pathetic. I think the Chelsea game really got it for me. We're playing at the Emirates, and that first half, it should have been about 4 or 5 Chelsea, in that first half. And that is embarrassing. This is Chelsea we're meant to be competing with this season. This Chelsea we're meant to be going over and getting over the line and beating them to, the WSL. And for them to come and batter us, because they did batter us in that first half. And it's just not that game, as many games he had to go. And it's been a long, continuous cycle of this guy. So, yeah, very thankful. Well, very happy that he moved on. And then they appointed an interim manager in Rene, and she's came in, and this apparently is going to be our last game in terms of like how long she got left. After this game, we're going to look for a new manager apparently. However, the way how she came in, it's kind of like I think she deserves a job permanently, guys. I know it's early to say, but the difference, like we've been unbeaten since she came in. Yeah, maybe it is a manager bounce. Maybe it is the players have more freedom. Maybe it is no longer playing Jonas ball anymore. it's a new system, a new manager. Players are going to have that more. You see all these new manager bounces anyway in football, but she's came in. We've been unbeaten, and not just unbeaten, but the clean sheets we've been keeping as well. That's changed as well. We're not conceding many goals whatsoever. We get games where we smash teams as well. Like we battered Brighton like 5-0. But then there's also games where against Liverpool last week, obviously, it was like 1-0. But I don't mind that because ultimately they're all, we've been winning. And you look at majority of our games, it's been clean sheets as well. So that's improved massively as well. It's just obviously getting the best out of this other players as well, which is really good to see. So part of me really wants her to really stay on. I think she was an ex-player as well, so she knows the club. She knows the game as well, as she's played in it. But yeah, she's doing really, really well. And at the moment, if there's no one really out there, because we are still looking, I would not mind keeping her, and giving it to her permanently, because I think she's doing really, really well. So yeah, obviously, I think it was a blessing that we got rid of Jonas. He had to go, otherwise our season would have been over. We would have gone nowhere for me under him. Now we've got Rene in. We're beating teams left, right, and centre, and we're I think 1 point behind Man City now in the league table. So we could even catch Chelsea at this rate. After we was in a massive decline, she's came in unbeaten, clean sheets left, right, and centre. So it's looking really good, man, with her.
Yeah, no, 100%. I know before. Obviously, like you just said, she's not actually your manager right now. I know you did want the Saudi manager, didn't you?
Yeah. Renard, ain't it?
Yeah.
I would have loved him because he obviously he managed Saudi. I mean, he's gone back to Saudi now, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
But yeah, he obviously we saw him in the World Cup beating Argentina and all this. But not just that, he has that experience in women's football as well, because he managed the French women's national team as well. I don't know how well we did. I think he got them like semi-finals or something like that. Yeah, I think in the Olympics he got them like semi-finals. But yeah, I would have liked him. But obviously now he's gone back to Saudi. But yeah, I think they're talking about like Phil Neville and all this, and maybe the ex-England, the ex-Chelsea manager maybe. That's the main names I've sort of been seeing. But right now, they ain't really getting me excited. Like if Rene was to stay permanently, I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Obviously, I have no clue what you're going on about. Obviously, that's the whole point of obviously having you on the channel.
Yeah,
of course. And I'm sure you have no clue what I'm about to talk about in a second. So, it is what it is. But yeah, like we said, the last time we played, to be honest with you, let's not beat around the bush. We were actually both even in that game. We were both even.
Yeah.
There's no point, talking shit or anything. But at the same time, if it wasn't for Harder, again, no Diddy in that. She was the main player for Bayern anyway in that game, because she literally turned up and scored a hat trick. Now, I don't know what come over her to score a hat trick, considering again that game was really, really, really tight. Again, this sounds mad, but generally speaking, the game wasn't the easiest game or anything. But then out of nowhere, she just comes and scores bangs 3 against again, this was it on the night here.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely mad. Big up Cooper, by the way.
Big up Cooper.
So yeah, it was so random. Obviously you were watching the game, I was watching the game. But yeah, it was so like I generally thought it was going to be 2-2, bro. I'm not even trying to take the piss. I thought, you know what, a 2-2 draw isn't too bad. Obviously Arsenal in the particular group, in our Champions League group, are the hardest opponent for us. Juventus, I'm sorry to say, they might have the looks in Alicia Lehmann, but other than the looks, they are generally dog shit. Like they just are. They're terrible. And then the other team were terrible as well. So it generally was between Arsenal and Bayern. So yeah, I thought it was going to be 2-2. Obviously, we ended up with the win. It would have been mad if it was a draw, because we would have then been on less points than you, if I'm right by saying. Yeah, because we took the 3 points, so we would be on 10 points. You'd be on 12. So then it would be massive. So it was massive, the fact that she actually did get those goals and got us the win, because otherwise we'd be chasing you, where you could then go for a draw, for instance. So yeah, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing a little bit too much talking. So let's get into the actual preview preview itself. So if I go back over to, which screen is it? This one, like so. Then if we go to this one, and then we put this on the screen. So here you can see, obviously, Arsenal versus Bayern. Like so. So these are Arsenal, and you can butt in whenever you want to, Josh, by the way. Obviously, this is our preview, it's not just mine.
Yeah, of course.
So this is obviously your league. What do you think about your league as a whole? Like 6 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss?
Yeah, obviously, as I said earlier with it, that start of the season really may have killed us in terms of some of the inconsistent results we got under our ex-manager. Obviously, since then, Rene's came in and, we've been unbeaten. We've been battering teams in the WSL. Got very, obviously, you can see the last 6 games there. The one against, Liverpool last week. On the weekends, really, really good result. Tough game, but only, as I said, we're getting results now. That's what we wasn't doing under Jonas. Very inconsistent. But yeah, I think as a whole, Man City, I think we can definitely catch them. I know they're doing really well in Champions League. We obviously drew them at the start of the season 2-2. But I think the way I've been playing, I think we can catch them. It's just Chelsea's that big one for me, because Chelsea are always known to be, that dominant side in England in terms of women's football. I think they've got a really good manager there as well. And they're just known to, dominate really year in, year out effectively. So I think and obviously they battered us at Emirates, man. I know it's 2-1, but guys, it should have been more than that. So I think they obviously got a good gap at the moment. They're a very consistent side. We got to just obviously win our games. But other than that, honestly, I really think we can push for at least second place this season. Considering how poor the start of the season was, I think second place we can really, it depends on if we go away at Chelsea and beat them, then that'll be massive. But that's not until ages away. So I think that, they'll keep winning their games, man. But so far, I think this man just came in and listen, we're doing a lot better. I think we can definitely push for top 2, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. As you can see here, obviously, like I said, 6 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. You've got the 20 goals for, 5 against, which is obviously good. The last 5 games, which if we go down here, you can see you've got a draw and 4 wins. Obviously, that's in this particular league, obviously. And then, obviously, you smashed Tottenham. Seems to be the case for men and women's.
As always, yeah.
Then, obviously, Juve, you actually, for some reason, you smashed them in their stadium, but then only beat them.
That was weird. Yeah, we was doing the watch on together, weren't we, for that 1-0 game? It was very. I think you saw it as well, like the sitters that we missed, man.
Oh yeah.
Embarrassing. So that 1-0 flattened it, because it should have been about 5-0. And as you said about Juventus as well, bro, I think you battered them. I think was it 4-0 as well. So yeah, they're, as you said, they're just Alicia Lame. Everyone hypes them up because of her, mate. If we're being real with it.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
And then obviously you beat Aston Villa 4-0. Yeah. You beat Varenga 3-1. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up. And then obviously you beat Liverpool. So yeah, if we go on to the next page, obviously there's the Liverpool game again. But you're not doing bad in the league. You're second for most goals with Russo. Obviously, Shaw is the main player for City, the Jamaican striker.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6 goals for her. Obviously, you've got more goals, but in the tally anyway. And then Kate, is it how do you say her name? Katie, is it McCabe?
McCabe, yeah.
She's got some good assists in there as well, 3 assists. So obviously this is a ranking. So there's got to be others on there, but I just clicked to see the main ones. But yeah, this was your team in that game. So yeah, there is the team. Is that normally your main team or not?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I'd say, obviously, the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Obviously, we signed Van Domselaer. She's a new signing that we signed, and she's been fantastic. Sometimes Rene would rotate, but I think Van Domselaer is going to be the main goalkeeper there. And then it's that back 4 is our strongest, I think, with Fox at right back. McCabe's, I think she's fantastic. Obviously you got Kaylee and Williamson in the centre backs as well. And then so sometimes the midfield changes around a little bit, but obviously that number 12 Manum, she's from Norway, absolutely fantastic player. I think she's been our player of the season so far, in my opinion. I've been so impressed with her, but she's definitely the one to watch. because she's been absolutely brilliant. Obviously, then you got Maliona as well, Spanish. She's been really good. You got Cooney Cross. She sometimes rotates as well. Sometimes there'll be Kim Little as well. So sometimes she'll play in the midfield. But yeah, and then on the wings you have obviously Beth Mead. You got Ford there as well. They play obviously quite regularly. And then Russo is that main, as showed the goals. She's been on fire, especially under Rene. She's been on fire, man. She's been absolutely superb. Bagging goals for fun, not just WSL, but Champions League as well. She's been bagging goals for fun as well. So, it's either her or it's Blackson Seas. I think that's her name. And she has her days, man. Like sometimes, I think that's actually the striker you was on about when we played
the one with like Bart Simpson haircut.
Yes. I think that's the one you was on about, and she missed an absolute sitter, man. And then I think she scored to make up for it or something. But she has that on her off days. Obviously, Russo's should be our main striker. She actually played when we played Champions League. She played on the win, and they played both together. So sometimes she could do. I don't know if we'd do it against you guys, but it wouldn't surprise me if Rene plays with them both together. Maybe Russo drifts out to the win as well. But I think overall that is the strongest. Obviously, sometimes there's a few changes here and there, but that is a strong team there. One of our strongest for sure.
Yeah, no, 100. So then, if we go over obviously to Bayern's games, this was the formation in our last game. This is how we're doing in the league. Hopefully, you can see that we are literally just goal difference is stopping us from being first, which is good. Frankfurt's obviously sitting with 9 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Bayern have got exactly the same. They've just got a couple more goals for, which they are banging goals in left, right, and centre. So that's obviously why. And we've got more goals against. They've only got 5. They're quite a hard team to actually score against. This is how we've been doing in the last 5: 2 draws, 3 losses, 3 wins, 3 losses. Wait, what? 3 wins. We beat Carl, is it Zena Jenna, I believe is how you say it, 5-0. Then we drew 1-1 with Valranga, which should never have happened. They actually turned up in that game, which was hella annoying. We beat Freiburg in the DP Pokal. It's actually typical as well because I forgot to make a video about it. We've got Frankfurt in the next round. Men, we got shafted on by getting Bayer Leverkusen. And now the women's one, we've got freaking Freiburg, which is fantastic. So, that's going to be happening, I believe, in February. So, obviously, we'll be covering that game at that particular time, of course. There's that one. Then we beat SN 2-0, Juventus 4-0. They're just terrible. And then, obviously, this was the most recent game, which was Potsdam, like so. So, if we go over to same thing with the stats. So, Brule has got 5 assists. She's joint first for the assists. She was amazing in that Potsdam game, by the way. She played on the left normally. She's absolutely brilliant. And then, obviously, Harder is there. I can never say her name. I'm not even going to try. Harder has got 6 goals.
Where's she from, by the way? Is she German?
No, she is from, I want to say Norway.
Oh, Norway. Okay. Norwegian.
I can never say her name. I know how to say it, but I can never say it. Denmark, sorry. Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Okay.
So, So, there's that. And then if we go on to the lineup, so this would be the Bayern lineup I would go with personally, and hopefully Alexander Strauss, the manager, does go with this. So obviously we're going to have her in goal because our main goalkeeper is out due to cancer reasons. She's got cancer, so she ain't going to be playing for a long time. Obviously, I hope she kicks his ass. I fucking hate cancer with a fucking passion. Big up AJ, bro. Every single time. I'll go with the second choice goalkeeper, Mahibovic, I believe is how you say her name. Is actually quite good, to be fair. Then the superstar of the team, in my opinion, Gwyn has to play. There's a reason she's got number 7 as a defender, by the way. She's really good. Crossing ability is nuts. She'll go in. Then 2 centre backs will be the captain, Vic Stroll, and Hansen. That's who I would go with. We could go with Sabran, who used to play for Juventus, or we could go with Eriksson. But Eriksson played at the weekend, so I don't think she's going to play. So I would go with Hansen just to be to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Then you could put Hansen on the left or the right back. Simon has to play, Simon Simon, however you want to say it. She scored a banging free kick, which I'll show you off camera
Yeah.
after, because obviously I'll get copyright if I put it on the screen. Mate, banging free kick. And then she scored another one. She scored a brace in that Potsdam game, which was mad as a left back. So, yeah, I don't know if she's as good as McCabe, but she's really, really good. So if we get a set piece, bro, best believe my phone's going to be out ready. Best believe. So yeah, there's that. Then Zadril will be in the pivot with Stanway, of course. Again, this is a big game. I really hope he doesn't drop anyone. I don't want to see him drop anyone because, again, yes, we only need to play for a draw. But if we go to Arsenal and be like, we're just going to play for a draw, you guys are on good form. Like, you guys could then come up and be like, oh, you want to play a week against us, do you, motherfucker? We're coming straight for you then. You know? And I don't want to see that. So, yeah, I hope he does go strong. And with that, I would actually have Dan Jamovic in at the cam. She can play there. She is our striker, but she can also play at the cam. He could have Zihila in there as well, which is the female that you had on your thumbnail earlier, that female.
Okay.
We could put her in. She's really, really young. I think she's like 17, 18, super young. Yeah, she's a baller as well, by the way. She scored a banging goal against Juve, which again I'll show you after this, which was mad. But yeah, I would go with Dan Jamovic personally for me, because again I want to be strong. Then go with obviously Harder on the right hand side. Again, she could play up front tomorrow, but I want to go as strong as possible. So yeah, her on that side, and then obviously Brawl on the left, and then I would go with Skruller up front again. With this attack, obviously, the team itself, I love, but as a whole, have Harder here. She knows how to score against Arsenal. That's not a dig. Obviously, she used to play for Chelsea, so she scored a hat trick in the last game. So have her in the team, but have it more stronger, if that makes any sense. To then then we have the strongest side. Brawl is going to play on the left. It'd be so stupid to not play after that game against Potsdam, 100%. And then I would have Dan Jamovic and Skruller in there to be, the strongest side we possibly can have, if that makes any sense. So that's what I would do. He could put in Linda Dalman. He could put in Zahida, like I said. He could also put in Lothman. But for me personally, like I've obviously said in this, I want to go as strong as possible. So yeah, that would be my team. That's who I would personally go with. But yeah, like I said, strong as possible for me. Obviously, I've got your team here again. I don't know why Russo is there. You can see her name. What would you change from this team? I know you just mentioned it, but like going against Bayern, what would you change?
For sure. So yeah, obviously the goalkeeper Van Domsdale will stay in goal for this one. Yeah. I think we'll go with that same back four. I think we'll go with that same back four. We usually if Codina, she's another Spanish defender. If she's back in there, I'll probably play a centre back. But she played against you in that 5-2-1, and she wasn't that great. So I think keep it as it is. If it ain't, and we keep a clean sheets with this defense and goalkeeper. So if it ain't, why change it around? Keep it going. So it'd be Emily Fox right back, Leah Williamson, and then Kate Lee as the two centre backs. Yeah, McCabe left back. She's really good, especially going forward as well. She's very, very good going forward. That's one thing I'll say about her there. Obviously midfield wise, I think I'll probably play Kim Little instead of Cooney Cross. And I'll go with Maliona. You see number 8 there. I'll go with her alongside her. And then Manham's got to be obviously in front of them, absolute quality. Then it'll be Ford on the right. Sorry, and then
does Beth Mead not play on the right?
No, she sometimes does, but she's playing on the left for us recently, man.
Okay.
I don't know why that is. Maybe they but she does well both sides, to be fair. But yeah, she doing really well on the left as well. So probably will be Beth Mead again, and then Russo. Russo up front. It's got to be her up front, man. No one else.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go, people. There we go. So there are the teams that obviously I just showed you. The Bayern team. That is the team I would like the manager to go with. Obviously, Josh has just given you, who he would like to go in there, change them up, so on and so forth. Obviously don't necessarily worry about the manager. I normally do these previews on my own, so it's all Bayern related, and you can see the Bayern Stadium in the background, so on. But Score-wise, I want to know your scores, both on the Bayern View and on Josh's channel. Smash the likes like I put just here. Smash the likes on both channels. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on both channels as well. Again, like I said, in case you have just joined, we will be doing matchday vlogs for both channels. Obviously, Josh will be doing his one. I'll be doing mine, so on. So, yeah, score-wise, I have personally gone with a 3-3. Wow. I think it will be a draw tomorrow. I think you will have goals and we will have goals. Obviously, you can see just next to my big old head, Josh has gone with a 3-2 win, which I'll let him talk about again in a second. But yeah, for me personally, I think we only need to play for a draw. If we can smash you, beat you, 1-0 win, whatever, perfect. But we only need to play for a draw. So I will go with a 3-3 because I do feel like you will score tomorrow. But then I hope Bayern do score as well. So, yeah, what are you thinking about your score? Obviously, it's there. So,
yeah. So I've gone similar in terms of the goals. I've gone 3-2. Obviously, we're both going this game, so we hope it's like just for us goals galore. We don't want to be going 0-0 settings, but yeah, we want goals in the game for sure. And I think it's going to give us that as well, guys. I feel like it's going to be it's very similar to how it played. Well, hopefully not the 5-2 settings, but very even in that first half. That's all because 2-2, very similar for that. But I think we'll just edge it because we're at home, we're playing really really well. I think you have both teams have goals in them as you rightly said because as much as we've been defending really well in terms of keeping clean sheets, I just feel this game's going to be really open. I feel like this game's going to be end to end as well. I think both teams will get really good chances. But I just think we'll edge it for this one, man. I'm very confident in us. So, yeah, if we're on it like we have been in this recent run of games, I think we'll just edge it, 3-2. So, yeah, I'm going to go lots of goals like you have as well. But obviously, a point would be enough for you as well to obviously finish top of the group. So, I'm sure you'll take that as well. For us, it's a must win. It's nothing, is it? Unless we want to finish second place, which I don't want to do because I'll be real. Champions League journey may be over if we get Barca or whoever it may be, like Leon. I feel like we have to win this game for sure. And as you said earlier, bragging rights. So yeah, I'm gonna go 3-2. I just wanted to ask you quickly, Leon, what do you make of like your manager, by the way? Do you rate him?
Yeah, I like him. Mate. I like him. I actually like him a lot more than Company. No, generally speaking, like
there we go.
For real. It just is what it is. So. Yeah, man, it's going to be mad to see what's going to happen. But yeah, on your question, I really like Alexander Stross. Very passionate on the sideline. Obviously, you can't be over passionate. He's a man, they're women, so on. But in a professional way, obviously. So yeah, no, I really like him. He doesn't seem to be an idiot either. Does that make sense? Like, obviously, you would have said that your former manager was an idiot. I will say that Company is an idiot in that concept. But always making substitutions when we need them. Obviously, there's been times with the Wolfsburg game where we absolutely got smashed, but shit happens at times. It just is what it is. But yeah, man, I really, really like him. I'm not going to lie.
Is this his first season or has he been here for a few years?
No, I think he's been here for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, man, I'm happy with him. I hope he stays. I don't think there's any rumblings on him not staying. He won the league with us last season. Because if you look at if I go full screen a second, this here is last season. This whole thing here.
Oh yeah.
Because that's McGull. She doesn't play with us anymore. That lady here, just where I'm pointing there. She plays in I want to say Inter Milan now.
Yeah.
So yeah. I want to go back-to-back leagues. Obviously, I want to push for the cup, which is going to be hard now going against Frankfurt, and then obviously push for the Champions League. But like you said, bragging rights, 110%. It is bragging rights, 1,000%. So, yeah, man, let's see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting. I've gone with the wrong one. Let me go that one. There we go. Let's see what these comments are saying quickly. I'll go through all of the comments. Big up, bro. Big up. Obviously coming from Josh's channel. So big up, big up. Where is... Well, he's right there. We can beat Bayern. Don't think we are the favourites, though. Okay, interesting. Big up, Zia. How you doing, my G? Every single time. Again, like Zia says, slap the likes. And no, let's not trust the process. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Then we've got some random comments talking about Rashford. I want Rashford anywhere near my club. Again, big up to Cooper every single time. And Cronky in as well, Cooper, yeah? I'm only joking, bro. I'm only joking. And then let's continue. Again, big up AJ, my bro. Big up every single time. And then Alex says, free draw is crazy. Okay, interesting. Obviously talking about my score. Zia says, Bayern 5-1. That's not as always. This guy's trolling as per usual. And then Ali actually has said another hat trick for Harder. Josh is going to be fuming if that's the case.
Fully own us, man, if that happens.
Yeah, that would be mad. And then Zia's taking a piss out of Josh's 3-2 prediction by saying 3-2 Bayern, you mean, Josh? That's what happened last season, buddy.
Zia, my friend, Mancini in, bro.
He's gonna be fuming that you said that, by the way. He's gonna be fuming. I could guarantee he's cussing you out right now. Fuck's sake. But yeah, people, smash the damn likes if you haven't already. Obviously, if you're on the Bayern View, go over to True Gooners channel. The link is in the title. Go and subscribe, and then obviously vice versa. If you are on Josh's channel and you haven't subbed to me, you will see more Josh. Obviously, we do our weekly show, which will probably be at the end of the week, I'm guessing. So yeah, big up to everyone. Let me redirect. Who are we going to read? I'm going to redirect to Coach's Corner, which is Hanno. So yeah, big up to Hanno every single time. So yeah, man said piss off, I'm dead, I can't lie. But yeah, I'm gonna direct you over to Hanno. Please, if you do go over there, just put in the Bayern View raid so he can see where it's obviously come from. And yeah, big up to everyone. Muchly and greatly appreciated, and I'm excited for the game. Yeah. Yes, Amia. Peace.